Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Molly and this is Good Wellbeing ASMR. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I really enjoy watching sandwich making videos, so I thought it would be quite fun to try doing one myself. As you can see, we've got some Coronation chicken here, and I've also going to raise this up. Got a salami selection from, as you can see, Asda. So I'm going to be making 2 sandwiches today, and me and my husband will have them for our lunch. Just going to point out, we don't actually like butter. It's not like a deliberate health choice. But yeah, we're not the biggest fans, so for the meat sandwich I will be using the mayonnaise, just to act as to help, stick the sandwich together, and also it tastes nice. But yeah, that's why, if anyone's thinking where's the margarine, flour or butter, yeah, we're not the biggest fans, so I tend to use the mayonnaise instead. As you can see, I left the leaves in the packet because I thought it makes quite a nice sound, so I'm hoping whilst we do this there'll be some nice sort of more unintentional triggers type things as we go along. But yeah, it's going to be Coronation chicken and salad sandwich, and then we've got the salami selection and salad sandwich. So just before I get into the main part of the video, I just want to say, as per usual, a big thank you to anybody who has subscribed to my channel, to anyone who likes or comments on my videos. I so appreciate it, so thank you very much. And if you do enjoy this video and you haven't already, please do subscribe. Thanks everybody. Okay, just also going to put in, I have just washed my hands. So let us begin. I think I'll just pop them over there near the tomatoes. Well, we've got the first one. So I've got my sharp knife here to cut the sandwich at the end. This is my spreading knife. So what I'm going to do first, let's just make some sounds with the Coronation chicken. I just want to point out, I didn't actually make this Coronation chicken. I have made Coronation chicken in the past, and I can do a homemade one, which obviously usually tastes nicer than the shop bought ones, but yeah, I didn't have time today. And also this one is quite nice, it's from Asda. Okay, I will just do a thin spread of the sauce on the other side, just so it's not completely bare. However, I don't want to put too much in, because otherwise it escapes when you cut the sandwich. There we go. So obviously I won't put mayonnaise in this because there's mayonnaise in the actual Coronation chicken itself, and it'll just be too much liquid. Okay, let's get some salad. Don't worry, this is actually washed. I took it out the bag and put it back in. Because I just wanted to have the sounds of the packet. drop some tomatoes on. Now, there's always the discussion in terms of whether we cut them in half or in triangles. I am going to do it in half, just because I feel like it's easier for now, but I respect the fact that some people do prefer triangles, and that is fair enough. I know I'm using a knife on a plate, but this is quite an old plate. We don't mind if it gets a little bit scratched, and I'm very tight for space to start bringing the chopping board. And this is a bit of letter just for that. And this is the Coronation chicken sandwich. Now, I'm pretty much aware that not everyone likes eating sounds, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my next sandwich, but I will do a little bit of eating at the end of the video. Okay, I'm going to be very honest here. I already filmed making the chorizo sandwich, however I've had to redo it because I didn't realise the extent of how much the sandwich wasn't in the shot. I can see the Coronation chicken one still wasn't that good, so I do apologise for that, but I thought I might as well just redo the second part of the video so we can actually see the sandwich making, because it was even worse than the Coronation chicken one, so I do apologise for that. But obviously I'm going to edit this all together, so it shouldn't be too disruptive, but that is why this is already opened. But yeah, just redoing this part of the video, and that is also why we have less tomatoes left. But yes, so we're going to be doing the salami selection sandwich. We're going to use all three of them, and as I was saying, instead of using butter, we're going to use some Heinz mayonnaise, and this is the light one, so 60% less fat. Obviously still not particularly healthy, but a bit less saturates than the full fat one. I actually really like this one, it's one of my favourites. So I know a lot of people prefer Hellmann's, but I'm more Heinz when it comes to mayonnaise, which, controversial maybe to some mayonnaise lovers. I do like the sound, tapping sound on this bottle. Okay, so let's make our chorizo salami salad sandwich. Obviously I don't like doing too much because the bread gets a bit too soggy, but not enough means it doesn't stick very well. So let's see if that's a good amount. Just going to move the microphone closer so we can have some sounds of spreading the mayonnaise. I'm just going to move this out the way. Quite like getting to the corners and it's not too dry. I might be putting more mayo than some people on here. Although to be fair, I've seen people put loads of condiments on. Right, there we go, that should be done. That's sounds of the meat, but I don't know if my microphone will pick it up. We'll give it a go. Just want to point out that this is a lot more meat than I would usually put in, but I wanted to get the sounds, and also my husband, who's very active in his job and his gym life, can do with the extra protein, so that's all good. Right, let's get some salad. I am aware I've just touched the meat, I'm going to be touching the salad, but it's only me and my husband who'll be eating it. We're not vegetarians, and we'll probably eat the salad quite quick, so it won't go off. But yeah, just in case people did think, you shouldn't really touch the meat in the salad. But in this case, I'm going to live on the edge and do so. Oh, we've got a bit of cabbage. There we go. I like the fact this salad bag, I know it's cheaper to buy an actual lettuce and cut up your carrots and red cabbage and stuff, but it's a quite nice selection bag. And like I said, I did tip it out and wash the lettuce, but I wanted the sound of the packet, so I put it back in, which is why it was already open. Okay, let's pop the tomatoes on. The ends of the tomatoes, because like I said, re-recorded this, so the nice middle bits of the tomatoes have unfortunately gone. There we go. Okay, what I do, just to try and help it stick, because all the lettuce sometimes falls out, I do just do one last little bit of mayonnaise, which I know isn't great in terms of calories or health, but this isn't any kind of health food, is it? So yeah, that's what I do, and that kind of just helps it stick, because like I said, sometimes it does fall out. Okay, so let's just cut the sandwich. Okay, so I'm probably going to edit back on the part where I'm eating the sandwiches now, because I don't want to eat another whole sandwich. So you might notice obviously the setup slightly changes. But yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, but I've redone the making of the salami selection sandwich, and now my husband has an extra sandwich to eat. But yeah, moving on. I will just do some eating sounds now. But yeah, thanks everybody. to say, I do think the tomato and Coronation chicken do just really go together. They complement so much. I do have a Pepsi Max here as my drink. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to leave these other two halves, Coronation chicken and chorizo / salami salad sandwich, for my husband to have when he gets back from work. I'm going to have that for his lunch. But all I can say is thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been relaxing or entertaining. It potentially caused some tingles. But yeah, thank you everybody, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye everyone. Bye.